Hey guys, Joe here from Big Short Gaming. Today we're going to be bringing back an old segment that I used to do in our Tumblr, and then it kind of died when we stopped using Tumblr, and that's Pokemon Corner. So, what Pokemon Corner is, it's kind of just like a wrap up of battle strategies for certain Pokemon that I feel they don't always exist like online. A lot of sites will throw up battle strategies, but I like to put up battle strategies that you won't often see or haven't really been thought about. So that's the whole point of Pokemon Corner. I wanted to bring it back because I really love Pokemon and I've been playing Pokemon Sun and Moon. Um, so this is going to be something that I feel that I'll do, and if you guys like, I will continue doing. I know there's other various websites online that you could go to for battle strategies, but I'm going to be mainly focusing on the Pokemon from Sun and Moon right now. So that's all 7th generation Pokemon, and those really haven't been like posted anywhere yet. Um, I also want to like say that if you have any suggestions to sets, you could do so in the comment section down below. If you want to see a certain Pokemon covered, you could also recommend that Pokemon in the comment section down below. We'll get to that as soon as possible. I'm gonna try to make this into like a Wednesday series. I'm not gonna guarantee that it's always gonna be on Wednesday. I'm not even gonna guarantee it's gonna be a long running series. If you guys like it, we'll continue it. If not, then back to the drawing board with other ideas. I just thought I'd bring it back because it was fun. Um, so the first Pokemon we're gonna be covering is actually the box legendary for Pokemon Moon, and that is Lunala. The moment I saw Lunala, I was like, wow, this is a really cool Pokemon design. It's different, and it actually is kind of creepy. Um, so what Lunala brings to the table is a really bulky attacker, Uber's monster, thanks to its ability Shadow Shield, which is actually multi-scale in disguise. So what that does is at full HP, you will half the damage that you take. So, what kind of role does Lunala play in Pokemon battles? Well, it actually could play several roles. It could be a mixed attacker, it could be a screen setter, or it could be a wall breaker, um, or a bulky attacker as well. Um, its main prowess is being a special attacker, or like just kind of a mixed attacker. I say kind of because Lunala, despite having a pretty good move pool, actually doesn't have a great physical move pool. I actually have set up a physical attack Lunala. So that's actually going to be the first of the 3 sets that I'm going to break down for you guys today. Um, so Lunala, despite having little fangs, actually doesn't have access to psychic fangs. It actually doesn't have access to any stab psychic moves. Um, on the physical side, anyway. On the special side, that's a different story. It actually has access to Psychic and Psy Shock, but we'll get to those in a minute. Um, its special move pool is pretty deep, but physical, not so much. So the idea here is that we actually have 2 ghost physical moves for Lunala to play with. The first one being Shadow Claw, which is a 70 base power attack and has a 30% chance of hitting critical hits. Of course, this goes up to 105 after stab, but the main move that we're going to be looking at for this set is actually Phantom Force. So Phantom Force is a 90 base power move that's 135 after stab, and it actually takes 2 turns to fully commit. The first turn, it disappears, which leaves it exempt from damage, and the second turn, it is when it actually hits, and that actually will go behind things like Protect and Substitute to hit you. So it actually is a move that is pretty safe to use because you can't be protected, you can't, be blocked by a sub, and it's actually a pretty good move. This, coming from Lunala's 113 base attack. So with that said, Phantom Force is actually a pretty good move to throw on a physical set Lunala. And it could also be paired with the item Power Herb, which will give it access to a more powerful Acrobatics. Acrobatics is a 55 base power flying type move, which unfortunately doesn't get stab on Lunala, but it will actually double if you don't have a held item. So that actually brings it up to 110, and that pairs really well with Phantom Force, especially since a lot of people won't really see this coming. Your third physical move is actually Facade. Like I said, Lunala has a really, really shallow physical move pool, and it doesn't really do much. But Facade will be, there for a strong attack, and Lunala is actually kind of status beat. A lot of people want to come in and get it paralyzed, put it to sleep, and unfortunately you can't do much with sleep, but when it comes to burn, poison, or paralysis, Facade is a nice go-to as it goes up to 140 base power, and yeah, that's gonna hit anything pretty hard, especially since the fact that nothing can really block out normal type moves except for Ghost. I know there's a few types that resist it, but Facade's actually a really nice move. And then finally, you could run one of two things. Either you could run, I know this is gonna sound silly, but Splash, um, and pair that with Normalium, which will actually give you a +3 on Z Splash. But unfortunately, that doesn't really let you take advantage of acrobatics, because when you use Normalium, it actually doesn't get used up, which is a shame because if it did, it would actually give you quite a ferocious attacking Lunala. But unfortunately, that's not how it works. But you will still have +3 attacks, so acrobatics will be hitting fairly hard. That's actually times 2.5 attack, which Lunala actually has pretty good base attack stat. With a neutral nature, Lunala actually has 325 base attack. With a positive beneficial nature, it actually goes up to 357. So, times 2.5, that'll actually bring you up to astronomical numbers. But Roost is a better go-to move. It actually heals you 50%, which actually has a chance to get you back up to your Shadow Shield. And a lot of people will get frustrated by that. But yeah, like I said, unfortunately, Lunala doesn't have the best physical set. But this is definitely a set that will catch people off guard if they want to send in like a special wall to try and block you out. This will be a bad move on their behalf because you will have your physical Lunala ready to go. Or if they want to send out like if they think you're a wall and they want to send out a wall breaker and they hit you with the toxic, you'll have Facade, and that'll make you hit it even harder. But as far as items go, I would go with the Power Herb on a physical Lunala just to take advantage of the Phantom Force. And Phantom Force is actually good even with the 2 turns, so you could run things like Leftovers or Life Orb, or you could even run Choice Band and drop Roost. Unfortunately, there isn't a 4th move to put there. You could always put something like Return, but then you'll double up on your physical moves. But really, or you could just go with Shadow Claw if you're afraid of like the Phantom Force taking 2 turns. So that's really all you can do. You could run Giga Impact if you're feeling really ballsy, or you could even run Sky Drop for a double power move. But unfortunately, Lunala doesn't have the best when it comes to physical movesets. As far as what I would run EV wise, I would either run max attack and max speed, or max HP and max attack. And if you're running max attack, max speed, I would definitely go with the Jolly Nature. That will bring Lunala way over the 300 percentile. And it actually brings it up to, just give me 1 second, 322 with a positive beneficial nature. And again, like I said, it would be 357 attack if you're going with something like Adamant. You could actually run like a mix set with this as well and drop out Phantom Force or Facade and give it Solar Beam. And you can run Acrobatics, Solar Beam, Moongeist Beam, as well as Shadow Claw. Or if you want to still double up with the Power Herb type moves, you go with Phantom Force. This will actually give you a nice, powerful special attack, and you could actually go, max attack, max special attack. There's a few different options you could go, as well as you want to do a mix special. For a full special Lunala, what I would actually run is Moongeist Beam, Psyshock, forget the name of the fucking move, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam. You get that Bolt Beam combo, which gives you a nice neutral attack pool, and you also get your stabs in with Moongeist Beam, which is actually Mold Breaker in an attack, and it actually has 150 base after stab, as well as Psyshock would go up to 120, and it hits you on your defense rather than a special defense. So you can't even send in like a special defensive wall. Along with this, I would actually use either Choice Specs or Assault Vest. Assault Vest will bring your special defense up 1.5, and without any investment, that actually brings it up to 375. That's nice to send in for a nice bulky wall. With max HP, you actually go up to 478. So you don't even, if you go up like with max HP, max special defense, it's a lot more, but you don't even need to. What you could do is you could go with a Timid Nature and get your 322 speed, as well as 373 special attack with max special attack, and you just sit there and be bulky and hit hard. And that's what Lunala really does well. It's special attack and special defense are nice, and its HP is a really great stat. 137 actually puts it in, I believe, the top 10 for health stats, and 478 is definitely a number that is nice to have, especially since Roost will heal you almost 250 with that. It's actually 239. But finally, you have your setup set. You have access to things like Calm Mind and Cosmic Power. You actually have access to Moon Blast and Moonlight and Toxic and Will-O-Wisp and Thunderwave. Sorry for all the ends in there. Like I said, this is the first one in a while. It's actually the first one that I'm talking out the battle strategy, so sorry if I'm a little bit shaky on my narrations. Normally I don't do these things live, and I actually like write them down and think about it. But back to Lunala. So Lunala can actually set up both screens if you're thinking about doing like a screen set, and it's bulky enough to get away with it. It actually has access to Substitute and Rest Sleep Talk as well. So you can even run like a Chesto set. But the main set I would run is I would still run the standard Moongeist Beam just because it's Mold Breaker and attack, and that's always nice. And you could run things like Calm Mind to boost up your already amazing special attack and your special defense. And then you have Toxic and Will-O-Wisp. But another option that you have is Charge Beam. Charge Beam has a 70% chance to raise your special attack 1 level. You actually have access to Confuse Ray, which you guys know from the How to Win Pokemon series. I love using Confuse Ray and Attract. Unfortunately, you can't do that with Lunala because it is lacking a gender. But you have access to Work Up. You have access to Trick Room, Solar Beam, even Night Daze. Night Daze is a nice, interesting attack. Unfortunately, I don't believe it could be used in competitive battles as not doubles because of the fact that it lowers accuracy. Hypnosis, if you guys want to try do something like Hypnosis and Dream Eater. So Lunala actually has a really versatile moveset when it comes to support and special attacking. So it's just a matter of what you want to do with Lunala. As I already said, a physical set doesn't really work out too well, but it could be a nice little surprise, which is really what Pokemon is all about. Especially when it comes to VGCs, you're going to see a lot of sets that you don't really see. Another thing is that Lunala actually has access to Air Slash, which is a 30% chance to flinch the opponent. It actually has access to Focus Blast, which is actually Focus Miss for a lot of people. Magico. So there's a lot of things that Lunala can do. So I want to see what your guys' battle suggestions are for the Pokemon Lunala. So leave that in the comment section down below. Me personally, my favorite set right now is Moongeist Beam, Psyshock, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam paired with an Assault Vest with max special attack and max HP. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys want to do with Lunala, and also what Pokemon do you want to see next from 7th Gen. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.